Hello everyone, I'm sure by now you've seen Jason Nixon's speech from the Rocky Mountain Room at the legislature. I'm just here today to translate gobbledygook into English, and I hope you enjoy this video.
To support Albertans with disabilities include $1.64 billion allocated for the ACE program, which provides the highest core benefit rate amongst the provinces. Budget costs of ACE this year accounts for caseload growth, benefit rate increases of 2%, and the anticipated contributions from the federal government of $200 to the Canadian Disability Benefit coming into effect on July 2025. The new
Okay, the gobbledygook we heard there was anticipated federal Canadian disability benefit that is to come about July 25th, 2025, and in that language, when he says anticipated, he makes it sound like it was always intended to go to the provincial government, which it was never intended to do. It was a top-up for disabled Canadians that are living under the poverty line, which Albertans are doing, even though Jason Nixon at the beginning of that comment said the largest allocation in Canada. It's hard to say most generous when you're below the poverty line. It's least cheap at best. The province of Alberta's got a D grade. Everybody else might have an F, but this is no reason to blow your own horn and brag about what you're doing. It's just quite terrible, actually.
new Canadian Disability Benefit will provide up to $200 per month for eligible Canadians with disabilities, and this benefit will be considered as non-exempt income for ACE recipients. This means that overall client income will remain the same. Again, I emphasize, ACE rates are not changing in this budget. ACE clients will remain well above the federal benchmark income of $1,814 per month that the feds encourage provinces to meet. For some perspective on that, with the ACE rate remaining at $1,901 per month, that is $554 higher than Manitoba, $533 higher than Ontario, $515 higher than Saskatchewan, and $417 higher than BC. In fact, I would say we
Okay, there we heard gobbledygook that Albertans will be getting $200 a month. Wait a second, no they won't. It'll be clawed back. It'll be going to fund the UCP's budget, and they'll be taking it for their own purposes, and well, you will get $200 from the federal government, but we're going to knock it off your age, so you will get nothing. Aren't we swell? Then he goes on to say how much more Alberta is giving than other provinces, not mentioning those provinces' subsidy programs, and not mentioning that if that's true about those other provinces, they're doing an absolutely horrendous, horrible job of taking care of their citizens. And so again, it's like comparing D grades to F grades. I don't know anybody in my school that bragged about getting a D and say, well, I'm not as stupid as those people. Hardly a point to brag. Anyway, what do you think?
changing in this budget. ACE clients will remain well above the federal benchmark income of $1,814 per month that the feds encourage provinces.
Yeah, I sort of screwed up there, but I'm getting tired of recording and re-recording. I just wanted to replay that part about putting some perspective on it. And the $1,814 per month, as he said, that's a minimum. That's a federal recommended minimum. So the UCP is bragging about being above the minimum. Not very good. Not very good at all. Anyway, usually I'm quite nice to people, but I don't know. I think it's time the gloves come off and knuckles out. These guys are just screwing around and thinking they can push us around as much as they want, because quite honestly, disabled people can't organize. They can't walk to the legislature and protest. I mean, they're exhausted. And that's what they're counting on. This is the worst part of human nature. Punching down on the vulnerable because you can. I mean, what does that say about this party? I mean, come on. So my final note, sorry for this video being all broken up. I hope you can bear with me. I'm learning. I hope that people can protest, send emails, talk to reporters, do everything they can. You all have a good night and take care.